Here we go. Hey, everybody. This is Brian. This is my first episode of So What You Got, where I wanted to talk to my video game collecting geeky friends about their collections. Right here, my buddy Ashley, aka Silver Fox 36 Gaming on Instagram. What's going on?
Working and working out.
Yeah, you are.
Either working hard or hardly working, right?
Do you like my logo? I made this today in like 5 minutes.
I love it.
Isn't that cool? I
Yeah.
was very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too.
Nice. So we met at the Long Island Retro Expo 4 years ago, 5. I don't even know.
Who's counting, right?
Probably like 4 years ago. And you were walking by. I forget what you were holding, but I remember it wasn't like, oh, she picked up like Mario Kart. It was like, who's this hot chick at the video game con, right? And then we started talking, me, you, and Calvin, my buddy Calvin, who I ran the show with, Playable Characters. And I was like, wait a minute, she actually knows what she's talking about. And I think as a female in gaming, especially collecting, it's rare that you have so much stuff, you know so much stuff, and it's just cool to see, I think. How did you get into collecting? What started it? How did this come about? Because you don't fit the typical, as you know, typical video game collecting person.
Okay, so I've always loved video games ever since I was a kid. I was the typical tomboy that, watched the fights, liked boxing, did martial arts. Well, one day I got pneumonia and it was really bad. I had fluid in both lungs, just sick as can be, laying in bed. And what else do you do when you lay in bed bored? You binge watch YouTube. So I binge watch YouTube and angry video game nerd.
Yeah. How old was this?
2015.
So is that when you started doing this?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's not that long ago.
Officially. I was always playing video games, always picking up video games to play. I had all my stuff from childhood. My mom was great. She kept all the manuals, all the games. Everything was pristine. Yeah.
That's cool.
I had a good head start.
Good for her.
Then I know she's great. So I started binge watching YouTube and I realized that, wow, I saw all his games. And I was like, I kind of want more games. Yeah. And then the bug bit me and, the rest is history.
What did you play growing up? What systems or what games?
I'm a Nintendo girl. Nintendo all the way. Some of my favorites as a kid were the Addams Family for NES.
Not Fester's Quest.
Absolutely not.
That game sucks.
That game's trash.
Yeah, we know that. The regular Addams Family game isn't that bad.
It's great, but it was very difficult. And I didn't even know what a Game Genie was until middle school. Yeah. And then I go to Funko Land and I see the cool little newspaper they used to have, and you'd see like NES, alphabetical order, price. And I was excited. And then I bought Dick Tracy for NES and I stopped collecting for a little while. It was kind of bad. Yeah. But I played, Addams Family, Super Mario Brothers 3. Getting the 2 keys, getting all the way to level 8, then dying because you didn't bring enough power-ups with you. Yeah. Duck Hunt. Can't beat some good Duck Hunt.
Okay, yeah.
Now I have my CRT where I can actually still play Duck Hunt.
Do you? Nice. So you play the retro stuff on an old TV still? I don't like the hookups. I just want. I know.
My heart.
I'm all about video game preservation and the purity, but I don't need the wires and the loading screens. Just I want to play it on my big TV. I
got both. I got an EverDrive too. It has all the American, European and Japanese NES games, but I prefer pulling my carts out, popping them in, and getting the game going.
I hear you. So what's the goal with this? Because I've seen your collection on Instagram, which you post tons of pictures of all the stuff you're collecting and buying, and just pick this up today, and you put videos of you going to like a weird swap meet or garage sale or thrift store, and you always find something. Is the goal to get the complete collection? Is it bragging rights? Is it just to look nice on the shelf? What are you going for? And do you have a complete collection of anything yet?
Well, I don't have a complete collection of anything yet. I am going for a complete NES set, but I'm at peace with not getting stadium events.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. A car. That's a house payment. That's a down payment. No. The regular stuff, I have 670 NES games now. So,
are they just the US ones?
North American, yes, 670 North American last time I checked, but I did buy some at the last little like
Yeah.
1-day swap meet kind of thing.
How many aren't there only just like 700 or 710 or something like that?
I'm down under 100 now, and
Yeah.
I'm not collecting all the foreign stuff. I will get like Comerica kind of cart games, all the unlicensed stuff as long as it's
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
I might get Banana Prince because it just sounds funny to me, and it's European. But I still want it.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's just a random adventure game
Okay.
that I thought the name was funny, and
It is.
I passed on it a few years ago, and I was like, probably should have bought Banana Prince because who doesn't want to just put down, hey, I bought Banana Prince.
I bought Banana Prince.
My husband does have a complete Game Gear set.
Wow. Yeah, and he collects too, which is
well, I got him started on Bad Influence, so
that's crazy that you two. First of all, you have similar jobs or the same field. Is that right?
Well, he is active Air Force.
Right.
And I am a Department of Defense civilian for the Air Force.
Yeah. So the fact that you look the way you do and collect the way you do and all that stuff none of this makes sense. That's why you're so intriguing. I think I love that, and you got him into it, which is hysterical and awesome. That he's like, all right, let's do this, and he's going for Game Gear, and he got the Game Gear complete.
He got Game Gear. He's one away from Sega. So is it Saturn? No, not Sega Saturn. Sega Master System.
Do you guys compete to get like stuff? No, it's all.
I was smart. I thought this through when we first started dating. So what happened? What had happened was, so he wasn't into collecting. I walked through his house when we first started dating. You're all in that little cute phase.
Yeah. Did he like games though? He liked. Okay.
I saw games on his shelf, and I was like, maybe he'll give them to me.
before this ends, let me get the games.
I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't get the games, but he started taking me to game stores just to see what was out there and let me buy stuff, take me around. And then he was like, well, I really like Super Nintendo. I think I might collect for that. And I'm like, I was like, sure, because this, I don't know if this will work out. I'll tell him, hey, sure, you can collect for Super, and I'll just keep collecting for NES.
Yeah.
And now we're married, and now he has this NES collection.
A whole one almost?
He's got all the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
He's got the good ones, except for the big box for Earthbound. He has Earthbound in box, but he doesn't have the big
with the manual and everything and all that stuff, right?
We have the Strat with the stickers, we have the game, we have the box, but we don't have the big stupid display box.
Gotcha.
That they sold at like KB Toys for like $5 on clearance.
Yeah, not anymore.
Hindsight.
So, do you guys have one room dedicated to this in the house of just all the game stuff, or is it just everywhere?
I have 5 or 6 shelves that are dedicated, like 5 actual things I got from Walmart for now. Because we sold the house in Baltimore, and then we are going to be buying a new house. So we're in the condo right now.
Gotcha.
And it is full to the brim. I have games oozing out of every single section of this place. I have storage tubs stacked high, full of games. Oh my God. It's madness. It's gaming madness.
It is. Yeah. I've seen pictures of people who've like, and you put some up too. It's just funny to see, like, what am I going to do with it? Like, I have no place to put it. That's why I'm glad we moved. I just moved to a house, and I finally have room. I have nowhere near the collection you do, but just to display my stuff, it's like, finally, there's a place for it to go.
I can't wait. So we're basing our house square footage off of just the basement alone.
I love it.
So we're like 4,000 square feet, 5,000 square feet. So little things like that.
Yeah, that's great. So, and how many of the games would you say you play? Because I know collectors sometimes don't ever play. I do know you do play.
30% of what I actually have, and that's a lot considering. I'm I'm a Switch kick right now, so I'm a fanatic.
I see you post pictures of that, and so but some people just don't play their games at all, which I understand. They want to keep it in the box, make it look nice. Sure.
I buy 2 and rip one open.
What's that?
I buy 2 and I rip one open.
Do you really?
I sadly I do.
Of everything?
Well, the new stuff, pretty much. If I really want to preserve it, but if it's like Kirby, I'll open it. But Shantae, I have 2 or 3 of each, even collector's editions and all that. So
you're a big Shantae fan.
Oh yeah.
Is she your favorite?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. I've played a few of them. They're awesome.
I've beat 2 out of 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, they get difficult, but they're still awesome. They're fun. Let's dive in. What do you want to show me? Show me some of your favorite things, some of your least favorite things, your dumbest pieces you have, whatever you got. Let's show, like, is there a game that's just really dumb that I had to get this? I don't know, but let's see what you got there.
I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's a ridiculous game.
Yeah.
It's Chumlee, the Chumlee game.
A Chun-Li game?
Chumlee from Pawn Stars.
Oh, this is Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
And I got him to sign it.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, Chumlee is from Pawn Stars, and
Yeah.
he was just one of the goofy guys that, buys stuff for the store, and he gives Rick a hard time. So, yeah, I got the Chumlee game and got him to sign it. And then, of course, I had to get pictures, and I made him take like 3 or 4. And then my husband goes over, and he was like, "Oh, I met your wife." Yeah, I took like 4 pictures. Yeah, because we had to get it just
right. Why does he have his own game? First of all, what's the point of that?
I have absolutely no idea. And he even, where's the sticker? There's a sticker somewhere, and it was of his dog. No, it's a magnet. I'm sorry, I have it on my fridge. It's a magnet, and it's of this dog right here. His dog.
Yeah. So have you played the game?
No, it literally just went into a box protector and went up on the wall.
But is that going to be worth anything or no?
Probably not.
Probably not. So why?
It's
okay.
Weirdo things like, hey, it's weird. I got it.
I get it. Interesting. So it doesn't matter if it's worth something. If it's unique enough. Like, there are probably not a lot of those made, I would guess, but you have one.
Yeah, that's basically what I tell people. Hey, you've heard of that? No, yeah. I got one.
All right, it's no stadium events, but you got it. Okay, interesting. What else you got there?
So, me being the Shantae fan that I am, this is a press plate. This is an original press plate for the limited run cards. All right, so this is Vinegar, and since I absolutely love Vinegar, I was shocked when I pulled her. I bought one of the booster boxes from Limited Run Games, and it had tons of cards in it, and you were guaranteed at least 1 press plate. And of course, me being me, I said, I want Shantae. I said, but I'm not going to hold my breath because with my luck, I'm not getting Shantae. Right. But I got one of the cards, and this is the actual press plate. Only 1 of 1 is made. And I actually have 2 press plates. This is 1 of 2 press plates. So thought that was really cool because nobody else will have it. It's actually from Shantae and the Pirate's Curse.
That might be worth something. A few bucks one day.
Oh, it's already up there.
Yeah. What do people bid on?
Well, one's going on eBay. I've seen some go for over $600.
$600?
Over 6.
Really?
Yeah, and it isn't even like Shantae. It's other press plates.
That's like a basketball rookie card.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Holy cow.
It's good to have friends in other countries. So I got these steel books.
That's nice.
From England. One of my buddies, he was very nice to me.
The Mario 3D World one's cool.
He was able to ship me here. There we go.
Yeah.
2 of these. Yeah.
Is that Breath of the Wild?
Yep. And he gave me 2. And it came with a keychain. So these are pretty cool. This one's still sealed. This one's open. It has Bowser's Fury on the back.
Mario 3D World is the best Mario game ever made.
I really enjoyed it.
Fight me. It's the best game.
Me and my husband got to play it together, so that was pretty cool.
It's so awesome. I played on the Wii U when I had it, so it's the best.
Yeah.
Now you also, it's funny because you like collecting games, but you also collect the weird shit too. You like you said, this came with the keychain. This is the card. And you like the other nerdy stuff that comes with games as well, which I like. Not just like strictly games. I want other shit.
Yeah, exactly. You got to branch out. You got to make it fun. Like one thing I did want to show you that I pulled is my poor Pikachu.
Oh my God, what is that?
He had a rough night. I found him in good condition before he was, ripped apart. And
I feel like this is what happens after someone tries to steal from you at Black Friday. That's what they look like.
How did you know?
Yeah, I knew it.
I thought it was my little secret, but it's out, I guess. Yes. So I have a buddy. He makes amiibos. And
are they at cons sometimes? Like too many games? Yeah, I think I've seen pictures. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. He does great work, and he did this one for me. And since I love Donald Duck.
Me too. What'd you do to Donald? Oh, jeez.
He ripped out his intestines.
Put a little closer. The screen. Oh, that's awesome, though. Do they work like amiibos? No, right?
Obviously the amiibo ones he makes actually do. These were just figures I picked up, I bought, and I was like, hey, can you, rip this to shreds and throw blood on it? He was like, sure.
Oh, so you gave him the Donald Duck, and he made that out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and same with the Pikachu. I picked it up for $1. And I said,
he made it look like that?
Yep.
That's talented.
He is great. He comes up with some sick stuff. And
how do they work? Does he break off like a regular amiibo and put his on top? Is that how they actually still work?
I'm not sure. I think he has chips in the plain bases that'll work for him, but the regulars like amiibos he picks up, he just tears them to shreds and they still work.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I go from that to an extreme of like Skull Kid.
And that's from Zelda? No, that's right, okay.
Yeah. It's from Zelda, and I mean, it was just a random figure we found and picked up. It's, you know, not too expensive. I think I got this one for 30 and it's going for 60 or more.
It seems like every weekend you're showing pictures of, which is hysterical. You first at a game store or a thrift store, something like that, and then stuffing your fat face with like barbecue or chicken wings.
Oh my gosh, I could really go for an egg roll right now.
That seems to be your typical weekend.
I love egg rolls. I love food. I am the fattest personal trainer you'll ever meet because I'm a personal trainer. So
right,
fitness is life for me. So when I am not game hunting and thrifting and going to yard sales, I'm working out.
I think we eat as much food, the same, but I look a little different in the gym. So I don't know what's going on there. There's something wrong. So I don't know. But yeah. So you when you go to these stores, is there always something in mind? Or two questions. If you go into a store, is there something you're looking for, or you know, for a con, do you have a list of things? I remember you said when I mentioned Long on Retro, you said you were talking to us and your husband was also out hunting for something. Do you guys have like a list of, okay, let's get this and meet up in an hour, let's see what we got type of thing? Is that what
we go ready, break kind of action, and he goes this way and I go that way, and if one sees something for the other, it's like we call, it's like, hey, you want that? And I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. So we go from there. I think when I met you, I had a stack of manuals in my hand because the con I met you at, they had manuals, and they had
Long Island Retro next week, by the way, mid-August. Yeah,
I will definitely be there.
I won't, unfortunately. I know we moved. I would have been if I didn't move, but you know.
I figured. Yeah, we'll be there, and I do my best work at cons, like finding things. Oh, yeah. Clean house.
Yeah. They always had them. I think that you know that might have been what it was, that because you had the manuals, and I was like, that's interesting that you're actually, because you're going for the complete setup, the complete box and everything.
I was trying to avoid it, but everybody keeps telling me, why? I'm like, you're right. Why?
No, the manuals are great.
I got like 60 manuals that time, and I got them for $1 a piece.
Do you think about how much money you've spent, and does it make you sick?
I don't really think about it, but you know, now that you mention it, there's a lot of money in those boxes and walls, I tell you. Because I go nuts with limited run. I went to their grand opening, and I just destroyed. I didn't even look at prices. I grabbed like this, and my husband grabbed like this, and it was kind of like, ooh, take, you know, because you had 15 minutes in the store on the grand opening.
Oh, is that it? Really? It's like supermarket sweep.
Yes, but on steroids. They gave you a little sticker. Say you went in at 7:00. You better be in line paying at 7:15. They hit it right here.
Wow.
In line you go. So everybody was in there. It was pretty packed, and you just grab it. I only made it to the Switch and PS4 section. That's
the first section. I went there a few weeks ago.
So yeah, I was fortunate enough to meet the creators of Shantae. That was the highlight for me.
I saw the store looks like an old Blockbuster kind. It's really cool, like an old video game store.
Yeah, the neon, very 80s.
They're all displayed on like shelves and everything. It looks really cool.
I want to go back. I definitely want to go back.
If you do, let me know. I'm like 15 minutes from there. Yeah. So you have stuff in mind, kind of, when you go to cons. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is there stuff that like? Is there stuff you still want? Like, I need to get. Are you always looking for one thing, or is there something that's super rare that you haven't found, or is it more just like, oh, I've never seen this, let me grab it real quick? Like, what is the process when you're in the hunt?
That's a little bit of column A, column B, because I'm also going for a complete 64 set, not in box. I mean, I say that and I keep picking up boxes, but I'm probably like less than 20 away from a complete 64 set.
Really?
Yeah. But I have all the hitters in box. Like I have Conkers, I have all the Zeldas, I have the Castlevania, 1 and 2, I believe. Yeah, I have most of the games in box that are high title.
Yeah.
Like high.
How many N64 consoles do you have?
I'm still missing Smoke Gray, Watermelon Red, and
you're hysterical, dude, without you even knowing it. Do you know that? Like, the fact that you even know that right away, because there's so many different colors of N64s. No, there's a bunch.
No, I'm missing 3.
Oh, you're missing 3. Yeah, there's like they made like 20. I had I like the see-through purple one, by the way.
Oh, Atomic Purple.
Yes.
No, yeah, that's Atomic Purple
Ar
Controller is lighter.
Arctic?
Is it Arctic? It may be Arctic. I had
That's Gatorade. I think Arctic Purple is Gatorade. Maybe Atomic is right.
well, I know they have an Atomic controller and it's a light purple. But
Yes,
I actually want
I
a
had that
hydro
one.
dip. I want a hydro dip of 64 because I have like 3 gray ones, just plain gray, and I want a hydro dip one.
Loser. Yeah.
Ooh.
What is hydro dip?
Hydro dipping is basically you find a design, you can get them online, and you put the sheet over in water. You have to primer and prep the 64 first. You drop it straight down on the design and shake it a little bit so the water kind of disassembles the rest of the design. You pull it up, it's all done in the design.
Beautiful.
So that's it's just cool. Something to do with a basic, dark gray generic. Because
boring ass 64.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I want something different.
Shantae design, maybe?
I didn't think about that, but anything is possible in America. So
maybe you can do hold on, maybe you can make it look like this, my logo. Just kidding.
That's possible.
Anything. My face on your 64. Boom, that would sell for pennies at the next con.
Yes. Let's do it.
We've had a few people reach out to me and say, "Oh, it's too bad you're not going to be there," because they realize my podcast isn't going to be there this year. But yeah, I know it's a really fun con. They're good people, Joel and all them.
They are. They're him and his wife are amazing.
Yeah.
I remember the year I went there. You made me spin your wheel of characters. Like, who was I going to marry? Who was I going to kill?
Wed, Bed, Dead.
Yes, Wed, Bed, Dead, and I got the worst combination.
What'd you get? Do you remember?
Gosh, I think it was Peach, Yoshi, and it was another character that I was like, I wouldn't marry or bed any one of these 3.
You have to.
You set me up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. You were like, you got to answer. And it was very difficult. Very difficult.
Would you want Shantae for all 3? Oh, yeah, Shantae, then someone else.
Yeah, probably Link. I got standards.
You want to kill Link? I get it. What is the most expensive thing you bought, and was it worth it? Do you know?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question.
Oh boy.
I got it right here.
Oh my God, you have it. Little Samson.
Yes, I bought this during COVID. Real good friend of mine who owns a game store.
Yeah.
He had it in his store and he was going to hold on to it for a little bit, but he's the type of guy that takes care of his employees. He was like, they got to eat. I said, well, I will happily oblige to buy that. And he sold it to me.
Yeah.
So that was probably the most expensive right out the gate just here.
Yeah.
Let me just pay you.
Do you want to tell us how much, or should we play a game higher or lower?
Dealer's choice.
$500. $750. Oh my God. $1,100. All right. 1,000 even. Wow, $1,000 for that.
Literally, I was happy to and I thought twice about it, but my husband, now that he collects, he's great. He was like, babe, you need it for the collection.
That's insane. He's the best. I
love you.
I even told him when I met him too. I'm just like, you got something fun. You got something good here. You guys are awesome.
Oh, he's the best. I mean, he's so supportive.
Yeah.
I mean, and I work at a gym, a male predominant place. He doesn't get jealous. He's amazing.
Well,
he's amazing.
Yeah. So
he knows I'll punch him in the throat. So
he doesn't what?
He knows I'll punch him in the throat. So it's all good.
Can you take him?
I can take him. Yeah. I used to take MMA. I didn't tell you.
No. What happened?
The first 2 jobs I ever had were at karate schools for taekwondo, and then I took mixed martial arts for a year and a half.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting my ass kicked from you. I'm just saying. It would be
any place, anytime.
I'll be there in a couple hours. Maryland.
Yep, let's go.
So the deal with little Samson was just that it was just rare, or didn't produce a lot. Was one of the last games made? Why is it so rare and expensive?
It was made later on when Super came out in the 90s, and it was a fun game. So you play.
Yeah, it's not bad. I played the emulator version. It's fun.
Yeah, I liked the game. I thought it was a fun game to play. I played it on my EverDrive, and it was one I needed for the collection. It was steadily going up. It's ridiculous now. Last time I looked, it was like 3,400 to 4,000. I know, so I got a pretty good deal considering.
You did. Are you ever planning on selling these? What's the goal here? Are you keeping them? Is it for your kids? If you have kids, is it just for you forever? What's the plan here?
Well, I want to keep the stuff. My husband wants to keep the stuff. Pass it on if we decide to incubate a human. So
not worth it. I have 2. Not worth it.
Well, can you sell me one?
Yes, $1,000.
I'll buy one.
For one child.
Sold. Steal. Yes. Please. Yes, because incubating a human is, it damages the chassis a bit.
Yeah, you can't ruin that. Come on.
You can't go back. Like, there's no fully going back from that.
Well, of course, you can go back. Look at Halle Berry. People go back,
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of. First celebrity.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So maybe, but we definitely want to keep everything. And you can ask so much. And now I've gotten into comic book grading. I sent out 40 comics and 38. No, I mean, I sent out 40. No, I sent out 40. Out of the 40 comics, 2 of them were 9.6. The rest were 9.8.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have a bunch old ones, like the original Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man, that are worth some money now. And I thought about doing that, but I don't know if do I want to spend what's like $30-$40 per book to get them graded.
You don't get them pressed and cleaned.
Yeah. If I do that, I'm obviously going to want to sell it just to make the money back, I feel like. So
I bought doubles. So I have doubles of a complete 3 Joker set. I loved the covers. That's the only reason I bought them. And I'm a big Joker fan, if you couldn't tell.
Yes.
So I bought 2 of everything, basically. And all of them but one of them came back 9.8. So one came back at 9.6. I auctioned that one off, made my money back, and then some.
You're mad that it was a 9.6?
Pissed it was a 9.6. Like, how dare you?
So I'm watching Your Mom Gaming watches on Twitter. A new show. We have so many new shows, Your Mom Gaming. Say hi to Silver Fox. She's an incredible collector. There you go. Yeah, we know you like Batman. Every shirt you own too is a skin tight workout body shirt. Is that right?
At least for gaming conventions, yes.
You son of a bitch. All these nerds, you're making us go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else you got over there? You want to show us anything real quick as we kind of
sure. So anybody that's a Shantae fan, here's the limited run card they came out with, one of many. Well, I decided to paint it.
Nice. And you did that.
Yes, I did that. And I actually had it signed by the creators of Shantae.
That's really cool.
Aaron and Matt. Both really great people. If you ever get to meet them, they're so friendly, talkative. They'll tell you about the game. I pulled Flintstone's Dinosaur Peak, and I want to show you one thing.
That's a rare game too, apparently, right?
This is a Link to the Past box. This is what it was actually shipped in, the actual game.
Oh.
And inside, I have a sealed 4 swords.
Damn, look at that.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. Minty fresh.
Did you put that little case around it to keep it fresh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorite pieces just because who has the shipping box hardly with the sealed game?
I mean, it's funny because I save shit too. Like, is that box anything? I don't know. Probably not. But for us, yes, it is.
It's one of those things with gaming, what are they willing to pay for it?
Yeah, that's everything too. Yeah.
I mean, what are you willing to spend?
Right. I know. It's and where'd you get? Did you just get that at a con, or did someone sell it to you? The box?
Actually, we went to a game store who shall remain nameless. That they're awesome, and they took me me, my husband, a few other people into their basement. They have all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was just rows upon racks upon rows. I was in gaming heaven.
Yeah. What does that do to you? How do you feel when you see things like that? You go nuts?
I feel like I would attest it to what most girls feel when they see a sunrise.
Oh.
I mean, I don't feel that when I see a sunrise, but that's probably what I think they feel. Like they feel all warm and fuzzy inside, like, aw. Because I was just like, around in awe, like, oh my God, that's a Miracle Piano. That's a Pikachu before.
I had the Miracle Piano.
I have one, but he had the book. He had the Miracle Piano book. So of course, I got the book, and we spent some money that day.
You know what happened? That came out around the same time the SNES came out. They made it for both NES and SNES. And then I went to Toys R Us to get the one for NES, but they gave me the one for SNES by accident. Didn't realize until I got home, and I was like, cool.
Yeah. Definitely don't hurt.
Little upgrade. I learned how to play a couple songs on that thing back in the day. Very creative.
I test everything that I get, especially the old cards.
You do? Okay.
I test everything in my collection works. If I have doubles of anything, because before I got the app, of course, a few squeaked by. I test everything before I sell it or trade it or anything.
What do you what app do you use to keep track? Game Eye or one of those things?
It's called. I have it right here. It's called Retro Collector.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. Yeah.
Keeping it retro.
Yeah. So they went down the basement. They had a whole bunch of stuff. And did they let you buy stuff right then and there that they gave, or did they give it to you?
Oh no, we went down. We looked around. This was after a convention. This was oh my god, it was like midnight, 1 a.m. We're walking around this guy's shop, and we're just hanging out. It's like, hey, I'd like that. I'd like that, and yeah, that was.
Is there one thing you still want? Is there one thing that keeps getting away that you haven't gotten yet, or?
I wanted. What was that game? It started with an A. Gosh, it's for NES. I just picked Arkanoid. I wanted Arkanoid. I know, of all the random things, I wanted Arkanoid.
Why don't you have Arkanoid?
I just got it at too many games this year.
Okay.
I looked in my app and I was looking around. I was like, okay, I don't have Arkanoid.
That's like a very common game, though, right?
I know. Well, clean labels. I'm a
right.
clean label.
That's a big thing now. Yeah.
As a remote, like this little remote you use. And
my cousin had that. I remember that. It was so much easier to play with that little thing. The swivel.
And everybody's like, you need the remote to play with it. I was like, well, play it or not, I've got to have this remote. Yeah. I've got to have this remote. So of course, during too many games, that ended up being my mission. And my husband and me, we were going around to all of it because we know everybody. It's a big family. We love about gaming. You have all your buddies. They're down to earth, genuine people. It's not, oh, well, look at her shoes and da 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 da. Those are the girls. Again, throat punch. When in doubt, throat punch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And we found Arkanoid.
You got it.
Yeah.
With the controller. No?
Well, see what had happened was.
Oh, you didn't get the controller yet. Interesting.
I was afraid to grab it from a random that I didn't know because the one I found was dirty, like dirty. I'm like, that one might not work. And I don't want to take it apart. I don't want to clean the dirt out of the joystick area. I was like, I'll wait. So until I either run across, I know a guy who runs a game store. He said he has one somewhere. So he's going to pull it for me and I'm going to buy it probably at the next con I see him. And then we're going to head to Long Island and Retro World.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Connecticut.
That's awesome. You got everything. You both do. Your husband's got more. He's got you, obviously, but you got.
I'm the lucky one. He's the sweetheart. I'm the evil midget. At least that's what you call me at work, the evil midget.
Do they? I don't think that's correct right now.
I don't think so either. Not at all.
Yeah. And tell us again the Silver Fox moniker because you have one streak of gray in your hair, so you're pretending you're old. Yeah, that's a very cool avatar.
Yeah, I dye the wisdom away. I'm just not ready yet. I hear you. You know, I'm edging up the hill, but I'm not gonna show it off yet.
No, you got at least 5 more years before you completely, you're nothing. I tell you, nothing.
Minimum 4.5. 4.5.
Yeah. Any last other things you want to show us real quick? Do we go through everything?
Well, I guess I could show you Dracula X complete in box.
Is that a rarity or a pricey item?
It's just one of the pricier SNES games.
It's nice. That's nice. Super Nintendo had the best friggin' box art, man.
Got this on eBay. It was sold to Robo for the DS. It wasn't that expensive at first, but you know how games climb. And I ended up getting this sealed on eBay for like $200.
What's it called?
Sola to Robo.
Sola to Robo?
Mm-hmm.
Have you played it? Or another version of it?
Oh no. I get on my little kicks, and this was my DS phase, and I went through and I got Shepherd's Crossing 2. That's probably one of the more expensive ones.
Okay.
Just had to hustle. It's finding the stuff. It's all about finding the stuff.
It's hard, sir. It's hard digging through that Game Boy or DS bin because they're so tiny, those cartridges. And what is that one?
He collects Sega Saturn, so Panzer Dragoon Saga, the most expensive of the 3. Really great game. Traded a bunch of stuff for it, but ended up
really?
Yeah.
So you bring doubles. So what's the point of getting a double? Is just to trade later? You think is that kind of what you're using it for?
If the price is right.
Currency.
If the price is right, I'll pick it up now. I didn't used to because I was just a game collector. Now game collecting is expensive. And if I find something, I'll pay them what they're asking. Now, if it's a game store I know and we're homies, I'll tell them, look, the price has gone up on that.
Yeah.
And I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Good karma.
So you get it and then to hope to sell it later. or to keep
Sell
in
or
your
trade.
trade.
I actually prefer to trade. Trading,
Right.
everybody gets what they want.
Yeah.
You're pretty much matching whatever the price is.
Yeah. Okay.
You're pretty much matching whatever the price is.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
fairness.
Sure.
Yeah.
I get it.
Why not?
That's amazing. What's the future hold for you in collecting? You see an end in sight, or just gonna keep going?
Honestly, I'll just jump on the next system probably because he went
Yeah.
from Game Gear to Master System, and now one away from Master System. He's on Saturn, so finish NES, finish 64. I'll probably start buying more boxes for him, even though I say I'm not. I'm full of it. I'm gonna keep buying boxes.
I feel like Master System labels are always very dirty and ripped. For some reason, that console seems to have the worst preserved games. Is that true,
Finding
or
those manuals are the worst.
manuals too?
Finding the manuals, yeah. That Sonic one, he's looking for. I mean, I know nothing about Master System pretty much, except for the games he already has. I know James Buster Douglas is expensive, and we got it in Vegas before
Yeah.
COVID, so I'm very happy. But yeah, finding the manuals. So he won't buy them unless they're CIB.
Gotcha. Well, I hope you find a bunch of cool stuff next week at LA Retro. Make sure you post those pictures.
So I
can live through you. That I won't be there.
Cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, it sucks you're not gonna be there this year.
I know. It's too far to drive. I don't feel like it for this. I know. I should. I just went to GalaxyCon last week over here in Raleigh, and it was fun.
It was good.
Not a lot of game stuff, actually. Not a ton. Some, but you'd have been in and out in like 5 minutes, probably.
That happened to me at one of the cons I just went to, which I'll never go back. It was the worst experience of my life.
It happens. They're not all great,
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever been that disappointed. Yeah.
Really? What reason? Were they just rude, or just
so they blew it up that it was going to be so awesome and amazing, and it was like a 2 or 3 day con, and I get in there, half the vendors bailed. They just either came in and left, they didn't want to stay, they backed out at the last minute, or it was like cosplayers, mostly cosplayers.
You hate cosplayers.
I was going to say, you know how I feel about certain cosplayers.
Yeah, we all want you to cosplay, but you hate cosplayers.
I kind of deep down, there's a part of me that wants to try it. I wanted to be Chun-Li. I wanted to be Kitana. I wanted to do Shantae. All three of those.
If you did Shantae, no.
Oh, I'd actually dye my hair purple for that. Do the whole thing. I wouldn't do a wig. I'd actually do authentic.
You would need to bring 10 bodyguards with you at a con if you walk around as Shantae.
Well, I'd have to tan. I'd have to do the purple hair. I have it all planned out. It's all up here. And I'm ready to do it. I want to do it so bad. But I'm like, these are skimpy costumes.
Yeah.
And this show ain't free.
No, your husband's very lucky. Your husband, show him how it is. Show him your costume.
I throw it down.
Oh, Jesus.
He leaves for work every day with a smile. You never keep your man thirsty. Whoever's out there, man, woman, whoever you're dating, never leave them thirsty.
So every morning?
If need be. 2 or 3 times a day. Let's go.
Wait, you get up at 4 a.m., you said.
Hey, dedication to the relationship.
This is a good idea about your mom gaming. You're gonna start needing more money for these expensive systems soon. There you go. You just put up pictures of yourself as Katana and Chun-Li. You'll make millions.
I tried a Kitana costume in it was like a Halloween store once. They only had an extra small.
And
we all know how that went. I didn't come out of the dressing room. It was just whoa, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're not doing that. I was like, yeah, I can't walk around like this. I'll catch a cold or something.
Hey, boy.
Oh yeah, it was cool.
Finish me. Anyway, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for being on So What You Got.
Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. And everybody, check her out on Instagram. Right there. Hold on. It's scrolling slowly.
Oh, it's running away.
At Silver Fox Gaming 30 Silver _Fox _Gaming _36 on Instagram. Yes. You're not on Twitter, right? Just Instagram.
I opened up one of those.
Okay.
I'm terrible with
one of those Twitters.
I'm terrible with social media. I did actually.
You're good on Instagram. I remember when you were kind of new to your account. You have thousands of followers now.
Yeah, and it just started out to keep in touch with friends like you guys, and it's slowly grown. But I avoid putting a lot of selfies. Like you'll never see a controller on my thigh or anything like that. But no, I do have a Twitter. It's at Silver Fox Paints. It was literally started so I could keep in touch with the people from Limited Run and the creators of Shantae.
If you do that thigh picture, compare that to the rest of your likes. Let's see how many likes that gets compared to the other ones.
I love quad workouts. They're the best. They really are.
Do that. You have to make it like it's obviously sexy, but not like be like, no, I'm just like I'm ripped or something like that. Like you like check me up. You're like, oh my god, I want to like it, but I can't. I'm
See,
too
I want to
scared
do
of.
I want to
I'm
do the Wii
scared of
Fit
her.
Trainer. You know how they have the Wii Fit Trainer amiibo where she's like,
Yeah,
bounce.
yeah.
I
That's
wanted to
you.
just I wanted to do that so bad and just pose with it and have it in the forefront, me in the back doing the same kind of pose, being that little.
That could be a good cosplay for you because she's just wearing a tank top and pants, which is what you wear. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be the first to like the thigh pick. Your mom says.
And then they said the OnlyFans earlier. I love
Yeah.
that they're chiming in with comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Ashley / Silver Fox Gaming. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Your husband's even more awesome. If
He's
that's
great.
possible. He's great.
He
And
is.
thanks
Those
for
green eyes
watching.
don't hurt.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.